Today, across the country, Americans are pausing to remember one of the most important moments in our history, a day in 1787 when a group of delegates signed their names to a bold new idea. That idea was radical then and remains powerful today. That a nation could govern itself, that liberty and law work hand in hand, that power at its best comes from we the people. Those signatures weren't just ceremonial, they were a pledge of life, of honor, and of commitment to something bigger than any one person. 11 years after declaring independence, America faced a new challenge: how to build a nation strong enough to last and free enough to trust its people. To answer this question, they wrote something remarkable, a constitution built not on power, but on principles. We, the people, would govern, and the law would stand above any one person or party. From the beginning, that Constitution has been tested and protected, not just by the courts or Congress, but by people who believe in its promise. I get the page too. By soldiers who served, by citizens who marched, by voters, teachers, parents, and like my parents, new Americans who raised their hands and took an oath. Now, almost 250 years later, we're celebrating this amazing idea by giving every American the opportunity to do the same digitally. So, what is 51 Steps to Freedom? It's a nonprofit, and it's transforming Washington, D.C. into the largest outdoor museum in the world. It's a citywide experience that brings American history to life, right where it happened and in the palm of your hand. Spanning 51 sites across our entire city, from monuments and museums to homes, churches, burial grounds, and parks, 51 Steps uses storytelling, music, and innovative immersive technology to uncover the untold stories of change makers who have helped shape our country. Every step tells a story. We tell these stories through music, augmented reality, art, and storytelling. But what is AR? Augmented reality is a technology that adds digital content like images, sounds, or animations on top of the real world around you. You can see both at the same time, right on your phone or your tablet. The inspiration for 51 Steps came from Mrs. Rosa Parks, who lived with me for a decade at the O Museum in the mansion. This initiative began as a hopeful vision based on her principle: through education, changing one heart at a time, with the goal of bringing people to DC and bringing our country together. 50 states, one nation. It's not just our slogan. It's a clarion call for all of us to rediscover what binds us together, to remind ourselves that our strength lies not in our sameness, but in our shared purpose, and a future where every voice is heard and every story is honored. You never know what moment will spark a lifetime of civic purpose. Sometimes it's as simple as a child witnessing something meaningful, a flag being raised, a speech in a park. For me, it was listening to baseball games on a transistor radio in our small kitchen in Indiana. Every game, my mother and I would stand up and put our hands over our hearts and say the Pledge of Allegiance. And then we would sing, still standing with our hands over our hearts, the Star-Spangled Banner. That small spark of patriotism can happen to you and shape a lifelong commitment to service, citizenship, and giving back. I hope in a small way, this experience here today ignites a flame in all of you. To the Girl Scouts here, thank you for coming. Thank you for saying the Pledge of Allegiance. And thank you for being a Girl Scout. I was one, and it changed my life. It gave me character, it gave me confidence, and it gave me the mission of making this world a better place. To all the students here, and to the teachers, parents, and mentors who help guide them, thank you for joining us. Your presence reminds us that the work of building a more just and free nation doesn't belong to history, it belongs to every generation. Finally, I want to offer a heartfelt thanks to our friends at the Trust for the National Mall, the National Park Service, and especially Jerron Price and his awesome team at the Downtown DC bid for their partnership and support. The bid set up the tents, the speaker system, and have gone above and beyond with everything. Let's give them all a hand. Thank you.